What's up, you guys, and welcome back to the Project Manga Podcast. I'm Noxie.
Kiko.
Igadu.
And Nickums.
And we are back with Tangential tie-ins. It's been a little bit of a break here on the tie-in series, but we're back in full effect, back like we never left. And we are looking at a topic where we are going to be swapping My Hero Academia and One Punch Man characters. That might be kind of an unexpected title for you guys, so I'll explain it in just a minute. Before we do, go ahead and visit the description down below. That's going to be our link tree, as well as ways to, support the Project Manga Podcast, listen on other audio-only platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, what have you. Links to our individual social media accounts, as well as our other online communities that you can be a part of at any time, like Discord, Facebook, Twitter, what have you. And getting into let's just jump right into the topic here. So swapping My Hero Academia and One Punch Man characters. So since they're both superhero stories that don't have like two, defined or very deep energy systems involved inside of their universes. I mean, quirks obviously are a little bit more deep than the superpowers that we see in One Punch Man. Definitely. But I feel like it would be really easy for us to take some of these characters and throw them into the alternative universe. And obviously, you can't really approach it the same way for My Hero and One Punch Man. So when we take a My Hero Academia character and we put it into the One Punch Man universe, or if we take a One Punch Man character and put it into the My Hero Academia universe, there's different stipulations involved there. So if we're taking a One Punch Man character to My Hero Academia, we're basically asking the question, what characters from One Punch Man do we think would be cool to see inside of the My Hero Academia universe, as far as like character interactions and just like roles that they have inside of that hero society. And then when you're taking a My Hero Academia character and putting it into the One Punch Man universe, it would be like, what My Hero Academia heroes or villains do we think would fare well in the One Punch Man universe, since obviously the scale of that
way bigger,
is a much bigger
and nobody's jumping
situation
from the moon back to Earth.
No.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like there are some crazy, things that and purposely, wild, like out of the box things that you see in One Punch Man, given the kind of story that it is, versus My Hero Academia, which is a much more grounded, true superhero story. But ultimately, we thought that this would be a really cool topic, and I'm excited to see what you guys have brought to the conversation today. I don't know who wants to start it off. I know that Eagle was specifically excited about this particular topic. So what you got in that bag, buddy?
I'm gonna see. Okay.
So who are you doing? Like
y'all already know. I already brought up like briefly one pick, so I'm gonna save that.
I
one
do
for
not.
last,
I don't even remember
assuming
who you
y'all
brought up before.
I don't remember.
It must have been like way like back when we first conceptualized the topic. Because
well, I'm gonna hope that y'all don't take it then, and I'm gonna just go with my hero pick, because I want to go. I'm more excited to get in the bag of the hero pick, because
yeah. I want to start with Hero too. I'm glad.
Yeah. So this is the character from Hero
from Hero
into the One Punch Man universe.
Okay.
So I think someone that popped into my head as somebody that could really easily fit into One Punch Man is Tamaki.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Sun Eater.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
And I was thinking that
hell yeah.
Yeah, that's
his
good.
quirk obviously lets him like eat different, whatever food he eats, he can like
he can eat a
take
monster
on the properties of that animal.
That's
basically
crazy.
What I was thinking is he could either eat monsters, or if we want to take a different spin on his power completely and try and conform it even more to the One Punch Man world.
Yeah,
you could say that his power would be maybe something physically inherently that would be a little weirder, but maybe I was thinking more so some like either tech or science that lets him utilize monster cells in a way to where he can like pop a little capsule or like a little piece of dried food or something, and then he takes on the property of a certain monster. Because we've already seen in One Punch Man how different characters will become the embodiments of different animals or monsters. Exactly.
Right.
Like we saw the Crab Man. Some people have different, Orochi's got tentacles and shit. Like, I think it's not too far fetched that he could like have little monster cell pills.
Yeah.
Okay, here's like crab arms. Chicken legs. Here's octopus tentacles.
I guess my question would be, would Tamaki eat an enemy? You know what I mean? Like obviously, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
gross.
It's gross, and it's like I don't know. It's not the same as like food.
Sure.
Like you know what I mean. It's
Right.
not the same as like eating, you know, like regular food. It's like, okay, I beat this dude, or like he attacked me, and he's got me like hemmed up, so I'm gonna take a bite of him so I could get a tentacle. I don't know. Would he do that? And also, the monsterification process is permanent. Right?
Well,
that was what I was going to say. That
like, would his body have a way to process it in a way where he doesn't have to stay a monster?
I think it would.
Yeah.
So I think in the beginning of the story, he wouldn't do that, right? But in the arc of One Punch Man, where they introduce monster cells, you have this scene where Tamaki's like, "Oh dang, like I could use that," and he uses it, and it would have to be non-permanent. You know what I mean? Because all the other ones he uses as non-permanent.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Either
and
that,
he
like,
would be
that's
the
really good.
only character that could, you know, take in monster cells where it would be non-permanent due to his quirk. Like that makes all the sense in the world, where he can like separate those cells completely on the end of his arm and maybe just cut that arm off or something at the end, and just the monster parts are gone, and he just regrows. I mean, I don't know. That might be a little too far for Sun Eater, but
I mean, all that
But
sounds
regardless,
really tight. But I mean, I guess I had envisioned it maybe, I guess, a little past the current events of the story we're in now, and they've maybe like gone into like maybe Tamaki's like a boyfo or a child emperor type character where he's super smart and he's figured out this monster cell shit for himself,
right?
But he doesn't really, you know, share it with everybody else.
Yeah. Where do you
like, it is weird how the monster cells interact with, you know, when you do eat them.
Yeah.
So if he ate them, how's he going to defy those rules?
Right.
You know, who knows?
But like Kiko was saying, it makes all the sense in the
science
world for his quirk and just his superpower in general to block off that like permanent aspect of the monsterification, to be like, okay, you are using this for a segmented amount of time, and it has to conform to that part of your quirk in your DNA or however that shit works. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So where do you rank Tamaki as far as on the superhero rankings?
In the One Punch Man universe,
in the One Punch Man
I think
universe,
probably like it's hard to say he's in S because like S is different, but like
he's definitely.
I think high A's for sure, probably
high A's.
Well, let me say something here that if he is able to use the monster cells, like that's a big buff, right? Tamaki.
That's high A's.
Yeah. I mean, I could see where these guys, you know, wince a little bit at high A. You know?
I don't wince at all at high A.
Well, because I guess the reason why I kind of like wince at high A is because you have to like take a look at it not as far as like him in relation to other heroes as much as like what threats could you see him fighting in that we've seen in the series, like what disaster
in the One Punch Man universe,
dragon level,
but in One Punch Man, like every single C-class hero is completely worthless. They're all human beings. They have only like weapons. And then B-class is almost the same. Yeah, you have Blizzard. You know, okay, she has telekinesis, weak telekinesis. But most of the characters in B are regular people that are just like pretty strong. I think even you have characters that are just like really skilled people, and now well, setting aside
Saitama is the outlier, obviously.
There's a huge number of heroes in One Punch Man that are not anything special.
You've got your more highly skilled regular people, like, you know, you got Death Gatling and shit, and like Lightning Max and shit, and just people who actually have maybe some martial arts shit skill.
But that's it, just martial arts. So
you're putting him at high A.
The only when I say high A, the only real, like Nickums was saying, when you look at Class A, the only real threats are probably the top 5. Like obviously Atomic Samurai's disciples,
the 3 swords,
and then Sweet Mask. So like he's up there with them. I got no problem saying that.
Sweet Mask is basically S class, right? Like Sweet Mask is like I just don't want to be
S class. Exactly.
And then when we're approaching the characters in relation to the monsters, to the villains of One Punch Man, most heroes in One Punch Man cannot actually do anything.
They need to team. They need and the ones that can need to team up to do something about it. Too.
Exactly.
That's another thing too. Is that like you'll see,
and it's all matchups too. Like like Metalbat couldn't really do shit against Elder Centipede.
Yeah, not solo.
He wasn't doing a whole lot.
Yeah. I can't.
He did beat him up a little bit.
He did beat him. He could hold his own. Could I see Metal Bat eventually getting the W on Elder Centipede? I don't see where he has the damage to do that. I can't see him dealing a killing blow.
If he progressed.
Yeah, I can't see him dealing the killing blow. At least when we saw him fight him, right? So like, I couldn't see him dealing like the killing blow there by himself. But like Metal Bat, coupled with Atomic Samurai, you know what I'm saying, or like any combination of S-class heroes that could probably get the job done. But that is a good point. I guess I lowballed. I guess I was kind of lowballing, Tamaki there a little bit. I guess I could see him like. I still don't want to say that he's high A, but
I'd say he's low A.
Originally, I said high B, low A when you brought him up.
Yeah,
sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
But I could see him like mid-tier A confidently. Yeah, and then
Especially
depending on how
utilizing monsters.
Yeah, exactly. Depending on how
Yeah.
he does, do that, like I could definitely see him. But then that depends on like the threat.
Yeah,
now
well,
all
I
of a
mean-
sudden he needs to fight a monster in order to be high A. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
you gotta have a big battle to prove it, of course. Which
Because
it's hard to say.
He's saying like you eat like a I don't know, like a cow.
Can he
beef.
beat the Sea King?
Yeah, by eating a cow or a
He's got
octopus.
tech and like capsules beforehand or something. Like he doesn't need to eat a monster to do what he's trying to do.
Right. But but he has the monsters in a capsule, so
Right.
he is
Exactly.
using them.
Like he's got now. Like he's got that pouch.
Yep.
full
Yeah.
of little snacks and shit. He
right.
That's a great point. Yeah.
Right, but like, where does he get
that's a
the
great point.
monster? Like, okay, so someone else defeats a monster and then brings them the fucking
I
food
said
to put in the
he-
capsule.
Okay.
No, just he
Where you
compiles
get a little too
monsters.
excited.
You compile them. You compile them over time.
Wait, what do you mean? I'm just confused. You got to paint the picture for me, or you haven't painted the picture.
You're getting a little too excited.
I'm not even trying to. I'm just asking questions.
To what I'm saying.
Say
I
the same
said
thing.
he's like a smart character who's figured this out
Right.
and not shared it with anybody. Like he's in the lab, he's in the chair talking about like, oh shit, these monster cells.
Yeah.
Right.
This is how they work. This is how I can utilize them based on my own body and what it can do.
Right.
Okay. So like he's got shit in the bag beforehand from monsters he's been fucking running tests on and shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or whatever.
Okay.
Compiling and collecting.
Okay.
Sure.
And he's got a whole like little fucking
totally
array of like shit he can pop.
Yeah,
to
that's
turn into different shit.
And if that's the circumstance, then yeah. But I guess I'm just like trying to think about how he gets to a level where he has access to these labs
Little by little over time.
little by little over time. Sure, those were just the questions I was asking, but I do remember you saying that. But that's
Well,
great.
seeing,
Tamaki's
like-
great. Tamaki's good.
I think we're just
good
like
pick, good
assuming a different strength level off base because like I think I
'Cause he's
remember
a student.
dialogue.
Yeah.
I think I remember dialogue in the not only that, but like he gets like huge strength from these animals he takes on and shit. Like when he's gripping you with like an octopus tentacle, like he gets the strength of the octopus and that grip is real.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
think
So,
and I
like,
think the
for sure.
strength
He's a force
scales
to be
with
reckoned
his,
with when
like
he's-
size too. Like it's probably like stronger than an actual octopus would be because he's
Dude.
using it as a power.
That
And there
makes
could
me
be a
think that
correlation based off the level of the monster too.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like
could be a S class.
what
if he
what
really-
if this is maybe more of a hero question, but what if Tamaki ate a flea? So a flea, relative to its body weight, is like incredibly strong. One of the strongest animals. You know, he can jump.
Or an
he can
ant.
jump.
Or an
Or an
ant,
ant. But so if he eats an ant, does that mean he grows an ant arm? Is it as strong as an ant arm would be if
Does it
the ant
scale
was
with
that
him?
big? Does
Yeah.
it scale?
Yeah, well, you would assume
That's
so, right?
that's really interesting. I think it would.
I
Right?
like that. I like
Yeah.
that a lot. Now he's jumping like
Yeah.
fast as shit and high as
Easy
shit.
high A.
Yeah,
Easy high A.
yeah. Okay, I like him. I like him
that
at high
point,
A.
Sure, at that point. Okay.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
cool.
you sold it. You sold
You
it.
sold it. I love that. Okay.
So yeah.
Can I go next? Can I go next? Or are we?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah.
No,
do
okay.
it.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
all I had to say. Really, get in that bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess we'll keep going with the hero characters being inserted into One Punch Man characters.
Yeah.
All right. I think I have a good one here. Best genist.
Ooh.
I thought of that too, but yeah, pick him. Yes.
Let me paint the picture here.
Yeah.
Let's admit Best Genus ability is ridiculous.
Yes,
Right.
yes,
It is hilarious.
Yeah.
And it
Yes.
fits perfectly into the gagginess of
Yes,
One Punch Man. You know what I
wow.
mean? And on the flip side, his ability is also incredibly overpowered.
Yes.
Right. If you're
It is,
wearing
exactly.
cotton, if you're wearing whatever jeans or denim or whatever cotton, like you're dead.
Yeah.
You're dead now. Like
Yeah.
he's like Magneto. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
I feel
think
like
it's
he would
just
actually do
clothes
really
in
well.
general, like,
Clothes
you
in
can
general.
control
Even
all
better.
Nylon,
Yeah.
fucking,
Yes, even better.
wool,
you know,
polyester, out of here.
yarn.
Yeah, is it? I actually don't know his like ability off the top of my head. Like,
I think it is.
fiber-based
I think it is fiber. I
fabrics or
think
something.
it's just
Yeah.
like
I'm gonna strip you down and choke you out with your own stupid ass fucking sweater vest.
Right? He would be a different character. He'd be like a little bit more of a gaggy, funny character.
Yeah.
Well,
I think he worked.
That's a great pick. Yeah, no, that's see which one of us would have thought of it on that level? Like, which one could fit into the gag? No,
that
none
was
of us.
you brought some
Nick,
heat there. That's killer. And now I'm thinking because like obviously like okay, so you have My Hero Academia, which I don't want to say isn't ruthless. Like you definitely have more mature elements to that story, but like characters, use their abilities a little bit more ruthlessly. I feel like in the One Punch Man universe, just because characters are literally exploding all the time. You know what I mean?
And you're fighting monsters.
And you're fighting monsters.
There's not the humanity of like, don't kill that person. Just kill the monster.
So look at Best Jeanist in a situation where he's fighting something that he knows that he can kill without feeling bad about it.
Yeah.
He's turning your fucking clothes into piano wire. You're losing limbs all over the fucking place.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like you know what I mean? Like imagine a Best Jeanist that's not, that's not being held down by that morality factor.
That's fucked up. Get the Luca Brasi treatment. You're just walking down the street.
Oh my god!
Piano wire, dude. That'd be fucked up.
Oh my god! Mr. Soprano, please. I'll pay you next week. I promise.
And so Best Jeanist would be S class.
Yeah, definitely. I like that.
But low, very low.
He'd be low S class. I like Best Jeanist at low, like the entry level S class, like Sweet Mask.
Well, and against people like Darkshine or Purple Prisoner, I feel like there's too much durability there,
and they're butt naked.
They're naked. There's nothing.
I mean,
you can use your own clothes.
Darshine's got a Speedo.
Yeah,
on.
You're right.
Pretty Prisoner sometimes has a prisoner suit on.
See, now here's the thing, though. Here's the thing where I got a question. Like, you guys bring up a good point with the durability.
Yeah.
High S class, there's a lot of durability.
It's so
that transfers to the high level monsters as well.
Yeah.
Sure.
And they don't wear clothes.
That's a very good point.
That's true too, but he also has his like
Best Jeanist can use.
Okay, wait, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yep.
No, I was frozen, and I was like, whoa. So yeah. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's Best Jeanist can also use his own clothes. Against the enemy, right?
Yeah.
So like, and he can have a cape. He could have a backpack full of cloth. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
So like,
I was like, he ain't gonna be like ass naked though. Like,
no, I'm just saying like he could use
have
any
a bag
cloth.
or something.
Hey, if
some
Best
extra
Jeanist
shit with him, he can
needs extra material, and he has to go butt naked. It's gonna be
he out here
naked
just swinging body.
And then the gag turns in. He's running. Where's the nearest clothes store?
Or he takes the clothes off of an innocent bystander. Like, sorry, buddy, you got to be naked for a sec.
He takes Saitama's clothes, and Saitama's like, "What the fuck?
I got these clothes on sale on clearance at Target."
Saitama would just be standing there like oblivious, not even know his clothing got taken for a second. Like, what? Why is it a little colder, man? What the hell?
Nah, Best Jeanist is in like an epic ass battle where the monster takes Saitama's shit, trying to fight him and shit, and Saitama just comes in like, nah! And he's just like in that panel, he's looking at him like, give me my shit back.
And Saitama's like been stripped naked fighting like the mosquito lady, like and he just doesn't even. He's just like, oh, I'm naked
comes
now.
In like,
smack,
whatever. It's nothing.
Dude,
God,
Best Jeanist,
one of the best fucking episodes of One Punch Man ever, bro.
I'm super excited.
Mosquito girl.
You guys came with some straight heat for your first two picks. That's fucking amazing. I love the Best Jeanist pick. I agree with low S. That is really good. All right, who's next? Kiko, what do you got?
Yeah, sure. I'll go next. So for my hero character to be in the One Punch Man world, I wanted to try. I mean, I did this really for both. Like, I wanted to just pick ones that fit well, and this is a kind of a left field pick here.
Okay,
but I'm going with Hatsume Mei Hatsume Mei Bebe.
Hatsume Mei. That's a very good pick.
I like that.
Yes, because think about it. Child Emperor is the fifth ranked hero in the world. Like, if Child Emperor can do it, Hatsume Mei can do it, right? Can she? Right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Exactly.
That is great logic. I love that.
She can put together a mech, she can fight, Phoenix Man or whatever.
But I would like to think that she would not just be a copy of Child Emperor, I think she would like be more like a Batman type, like tons of gadgets, you know, but gadgets that like not so much like Boy Emperor, I guess, where he's like these computers and a Gundam and like all these like super high tech drones and stuff and laser beams. Like she wouldn't have those kind of things. She'd have like, you know, what she made for Decker or whatever. Like, I'm saying she could do any of them. I'm just saying like make her be unique or whatever.
Yeah, make her be different. Or like you could take it a completely different direction and you could make her dead ass like on some Ikago shit, like sniper hero.
Exactly.
She's chilling with a big ass rifle from like a mile away, bro. She's got the fucking
use her quirk.
Pow! Hitting you with fucking dude.
The zoom quirk.
I love that.
That's a great point.
Hatsume is a good pick.
There's so many ways that you can go with, you know, like her character in there, like Nickham's already said, and Eagles, you guys both have great, you know, ways that you could utilize this character, and she could just be, you know, I mean, having a mech is a good way to like that makes a lot of sense for Child Emperor to be in the S class after we saw the mech, because after a long time I'm like, man, if all you got's little arms coming out your backpack and little buzzsaws and shit, how the fuck you get in here? Like I don't believe it, you know. So it's like they're just the sky's the limit with her character. Like she really could do anything, and I think
plus like just like being like more support for other heroes is a big deal too, because I feel like when I was thinking about this topic, like, and I was thinking about what like One Punch Man characters that I think would be cool over in the My Hero Academia world, for example. I'm going through like the litany of One Punch Man heroes, because there are a grip of them, but like most of them, since there isn't like a dedicated power system, a lot of them just end up being characters that are like really cold-blooded with different kinds of weaponry, you know what I mean? Or they're like really like tried and true martial artists that have trained their body to like superhuman levels, you know what I mean? So like it's not really like super power based, more so as you're going to see a lot of characters inside of One Punch Man that just like have cold-blooded technology. So like seeing Hatsume like come into that world, she's a perfect fit for the kind of hero that you usually see in One Punch Man. That is a brilliant pick. And
she could be a Beaufoy type. You know, she don't actually gotta be there, right? She can send a fucking Metal Knight to go deal with it, right? She could, like you could do anything. She could really do. There's so many options within the One Punch Man universe.
Yeah.
Or Child Emperor, or like I think another really cool way to spin this is like, since obviously all the S class heroes are like really strong combatant types, like with super strong abilities or powers or weaponry.
Yeah.
So like what would really be cool to see is Hatsume, you know, if she's cold enough to be a S class, but with that is like pure tried and true support.
Yeah.
Like she's there. Yeah. They actually team her up with other S class heroes.
Yeah, she's always got a buddy
and just supply them with shit.
My
and
god!
Help them throughout the fight.
That would be so sick.
Yo! What if we have a whole arc of her teaming up with King? She gives King gadgets to actually make him strong as fuck. Wouldn't that be sick? He can use a gamepad. She'll give him like a gamepad to control the Gundam and shit.
Oh my god, that would be so tight.
That would be awesome. I love it.
Dude, what the fuck? That's so brilliant.
And if you just like think about like One Punch Man characters, any character that has technology involved, like she could be that. Like Geno, she could do that to herself too. She could turn herself into an android. Like she could really, you know, there's just anything.
So many applications for Hatsume.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Definitely. I fucking love that. Where do you? Okay, so like. Now, obviously, if we're going the Eagle route, we're saying that she's going to be a tried and true support S class or whatever. Like, where were you before he made that statement? Where were you ranking Hatsume on the rankings inside of One Punch Man? A?
Yeah, I wanted to put her in A just because I couldn't put her as high as Child Emperor, because it's like from just the gadgets she's created in Hero, which are impressive,
right?
And are really what's the most impressive thing about the gadgets she creates in Hero is how, you know, personalized and specialized they are for each individual person. Like they're not for her, and
let's take a second, Don. Like maybe we're like being a little harsh here, because like All Might stated specifically he tried multiple times to get equipment and shit, and it could never handle the impact of his ability.
Yeah.
And it always broke and was too clunky and shit to be strong enough for him.
Yeah.
It would be too clunky. Hatsume at her age has already developed shit for Deku to wear that can resist the impact of his ability. Granted, it's not full,
it's not full power.
All Might, but that's something.
But that plays into what I was saying about how like it makes more sense for Hatsume's gadgetry and technology to go farther in the One Punch Man universe, because these aren't people with like real superpowers. They're relying on technology and weaponry and whatnot like most of the time, and that's what makes them so strong anyway. It's not like these people are like real quirk users that could where technology might not make sense because of how strong their quirk is. You know what I mean?
Well, and the only point I was trying to make is that like she could be on that Child Emperor, possibly Boy
the same level.
Because because All Might throughout his entire life, nobody was smart enough to develop some stuff that could withstand the impact of his quirk.
Yeah.
Hatsume at such a young age she's so innovative that she's already developed something that can withstand, at least a portion of that impact.
When she's max potential, she's going to be a Forge. She's going to be an Iron Man.
Yes,
you know
exactly.
what I'm saying? She's going to be that character
yes.
inside of the My Hero Academia universe, and that's going to be that's going to be fucking lit, dude. Yeah, I love the Hatsume pick. Okay, so me, right?
And I mean, even like just one quick last thing, like she's already a lot closer to that than I think we might be assuming, because like there's been moments where like in the test when they had to cross that chasm with like the spires or whatever, a lot of people were shook, and like with their quirks they had to take a second to figure out ways to get across and shit. She did not hesitate. She had the tech, boom, zooming across that bitch with the zip lines, with the Attack on Titan, fucking yo.
Fuck yeah, hell yeah, dude. Hatsume is great. You guys have all killed the game so far. So for me, I want to do a One Punch Man pick. Instead of a My Hero Academia pick. I'm going a little bit against the grain of what you guys have already kind of like started here, just because I'm really excited about the pick that I have for the One Punch Man character going into the My Hero Academia universe. And we brought him up a couple times, and you guys pretty much throughout all of you guys' picks already. But I want to talk about Child Emperor going to the My Hero Academia universe. And the reason why I feel like Child Emperor would be really cool to see inside of My Hero Academia is because I feel like when I first started reading My Hero, and you learn about all these quirks, and you know that Deku,
know exactly where you're going.
You know that Deku is quirkless, but like I'm like, are we ever going to see someone who's quirkless and effective at the same time? You know what I mean? Like, are we ever going to get a character that's actually relevant inside of the world of like heroism, inside of this universe, that doesn't actually have a quirk, but is actually like a Batman, or actually just relies on tech 100% of the time? So I feel like Child Emperor being as high of a rank as he is inside of the One Punch Man universe, going into the My Hero Academia world would set a huge, expectation or precedent for quirkless people that want to be heroes, with the aid of characters like Hatsume, like bringing them into a relevant light of heroism inside of the world. And I feel like he would be a great idol in that regard, especially since he's their age. You know what I mean? Being that prodigious of a hero without a quirk, I feel like that would be so.
Well, how old is he?
Cool.
How old is he?
He's he's not a high schooler.
Child Emperor.
I think he's in middle.
I think he's young. Yeah, I think he's like younger, right?
Yeah.
And so what I feel like would be super tight with Child Emperor in the My Hero universe is that he would not be a high schooler. Yeah. You would show then a middle school or even an elementary school if he's that young. I don't know how old he is or whatever.
I feel like he's 10.
I think he is 10.
Yeah. So like
he's like 10 or 12, something like that.
Yeah, well, let's just say it's middle school, I guess. But like that would I think be a nice thing to add into Hero. Like get some younger kids and like what is their school like? Maybe he's in some sort of like super private middle school for heroes. That's maybe not as prestigious. It's not as prestigious as UA, but it's like the most prestigious middle school that we've not heard of in the story yet, because it's not been a factor yet. But here it is. Here's a new plot element. Or whatever.
Yes, bro. I think that would be.
One,
so
it just sucks
cool.
too, because the way that you bring it up, and it's like the way the hero society is structured in Japan, it's like that's almost out the window at this point, because anybody who was that prodigious with like technology and innovative like that, they're gonna be relegated to a fucking support person creating fucking equipment for other heroes, and it's just like, man,
unless they were like an outlier, right? Unless they were like the one example where you know this is something that's a thing, yeah.
Horikoshi really should have made one of the top 10 heroes. Be quirkless.
With tech or something.
He should have.
And you don't think about it until you're like, fucking, oh my god, Child Emperor is doing the damn thing in a hero world with no just tech, no pattern. I mean, you see that a little bit more often in My Hero. Like,
I feel like it's illegal for quirkless people to be like, because well, and this is vigilantes, but Knuckle Duster is a vigilante. He's doing illegal hero work in vigilantes. Knuckle Duster, you know.
Well, yeah, but you could see somebody who's like super prodigious, like creating crazy ass tech. Like they could get like a special license from the government or something.
Or maybe they are just a vigilante.
Work. Sure. Because well, but then they couldn't be top 10 hero.
Yeah, then they couldn't be top 10.
But either way, it would be sick. It would be sick.
But that would be a cool like plot
vigilante
element.
Would be sick.
That would be a cool plot element where you have a top 10 quality person doing hero work that is illegally, like, you can't acknowledge them. You have to be
not
upset
sanctioned,
with them. You know what I mean? Like you're still relying on this character because they're coming in and handling business that other heroes can't, but you can't praise them to the same degree because they're doing it illegally. That would be an incredible angle.
Damn, and you could have the character like wearing one of those like traditional Japanese childhood masks. You know what I mean? Like anything for like the fox or like the superhero or something. And like they just have this mask on. They're like a little kid with their little short shorts and their backpack and a mask. because in this universe you do have to be a vigilante or whatever.
You just reminded me of like Demon Slayer when the two kids with like the blue masks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Wow.
That scene here.
Nice.
I don't want to derail us though.
And obviously, you know, like if we already kind of like touched on it, but I wanted to ask the question once we started getting into the One Punch Man to Hero universe picks, like where do you rank, you know, that hero that you're choosing to put over there inside of the My Hero Academia hero rankings? And obviously, given what we know about Child Emperor, we would have to put him inside of the top 10, you know, easily.
Definitely.
You know, maybe even top 5, you know what I mean? But
because think about the only thing close
above
to
Wash
Child Emperor. But the only thing that we've seen in Hero that's close to Child Emperor is Redestro, right? Like a M.A.N.G.A type, right? Or like Gigantomachia, maybe. I guess. I mean, and that's what a giant fucking robot mech who shoots fucking, you know, I don't want to say nukes, but extremely big ass missiles and like things that could blow up towns. He might be just number one. He might just fucking never up, bro. Like blowing his ass away, bro.
Wow. Okay. But Child Emperor.
They're never gonna be melting the components and shit. Like don't.
Endeavor might have the DPS to deal with that.
You might be right. You might be right. You know, he might get hit with a fucking missile out of the sky and he ain't even know where it came from.
Back of the head, gone. Medulla oblongata. Oh my god. Okay, Child Emperor for sure. That was my pick. That I wanted to throw out there just because we've been talking about him in like all of your other segments, and I just wanted to get it out there.
I'm definitely excited for my One Punch Man.
Okay. All right. So who wants to go next?
I think it's back around.
I think it is back around on me. Yeah, what you got? So
before
now you're doing One Punch Man to My Hero, right?
Yes. All right. And before I get into my actual pick, I'd just like to mention I think that two quirks that are like almost exactly the same. Not two quirks, but a quirk and a power in One Punch Man that are almost exactly the same. You can like really juxtapose them well, but it's not really worth bringing up as something serious. Fat Gum.
And
Pig God.
And Pig God.
No, not Pig God.
Oh,
this random ass fucking C-class hero. I can't even remember his name. Who's doing his thing with Waganma?
Yeah.
They're almost exactly the same.
I guess I just assumed Pig God because he's big and fat.
Mass, has to eat a bunch to gain his mass back, and he
Food
can take a certain amount of damage.
Food battler.
Food battler.
The only thing different is that like a Fat Gum can like take the damage he's taken and store it up as
physical
power to blast you away with type shit. This guy obviously he's trash. He can't do that. He can just get fat, take damage, and then lose his fatness to like as he takes damage.
Right. So while we're on the subject, before you go into your pick or whatever, like let's talk Pig God a little bit since we just just brought up Fat Gum and this food battler guy or whatever. I was thinking about Pig God and Fat Gum earlier today, and I feel like Pig God, he's like the Blob, I guess, you know what I mean, like from Marvel or whatever. But I feel like his ability is more jaw based. Right? He has a big mouth. He can eat things like he's like a snake mouth. Yeah, and that's not really what Fat Gum is, you know.
Blob be eating people, but he doesn't have the unhinged jaw. You know what I'm saying?
And Pig God has like venom immunity. He could just eat them, and no matter what toxins it comes into the body, he has super digestive abilities, whatever. Where venom and anything he ingests can't poison him. So that's pretty cool.
That's tight.
Right.
That's
random.
Initially, I did say Fat God or Pig God rather, but not quite the same as Fat Gum.
Yeah, 100%.
Sure.
So go for it.
My actual pick, getting into it.
Yeah.
I think somebody who could really fit well into the My Hero world and his power could actually be classified really well as a quirk. Not his power, but his technique, rather.
Yeah.
Bang.
Yes.
And, he's obviously uses the martial arts and shit. He's got his technique. But I think if you were going to consider it as a quirk, you could call it redirection.
Ooh.
Because he's always using his technique to finesse, redirect your blows and dodge them.
Yeah. Wow.
So, he could just be, he could be with his hands, he can redirect whatever he touches. So, if it's a punch, if it's a bullet, a fucking missile, whatever, energy blast, he could be fucking redirecting
flowing water, smashing
what the
rock.
fuck ever. Yeah. And I would like to add too, Bomb also kind of works really well as well. You could call his shit like Razor Wind, maybe.
Yeah, Razor,
where he's manipulating
reverse
molecules in the air,
and
actually slicing shit with it somehow. I don't know.
That would be so busted. Yeah, that is.
Barra's your me.
Yeah. He borrowed me.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I think Bang and Bomb both. Dude, obviously, it's been implied that Bomb is like Bang's level, but he's just not a hero.
Yeah.
So they're both S-class type people. I think they're both at least top 15, top 20,
Plus,
top 10
We
possibly
need more
heroes.
old guys. We need more old guys in My Hero Academia. We have Gran Torino.
Yeah, some old hero.
And then where's
cold ass
there's
old
gotta
heroes?
there's gotta be more.
That's one
old
thing
cats.
I really have been missing, because that is one of my favorite archetypes in manga and anime. The powerful
old ass dude,
learned, masterfully just technique down, like Dopo Orochi, like the old man who is just so fucking refined in his technique that he is just a fucking beast, and everybody respects him. They all pay homage to him. When he arrives, everybody knows that's that man. You got to put the respect on his name.
Yeah.
There is a hero in My Hero Academia, the number 9 hero, Yoroi Musha. He looks old. He looks old.
I forgot all about dude.
I am super curious to know about that guy.
Oh.
What is his power?
I'm glad you brought him up.
Yeah. Wow. What's his name?
Yoroi Musha. He is the equipped hero. So he might use...
Oh, he's Urza. from Fairy Tail.
He has armor on.
Yeah.
He's the quirkless old dude that we've been talking about. The equipped hero.
No.
His quirk is unknown for sure.
Yeah, but I think his
unknown because he don't got one.
It's possible.
It's possible. That would be
You can't be a quirkless hero. It's against the law. I'm pretty confident it's against hero law.
I told you they might sanction that shit if you cold enough.
According to vigilantes, I'm pretty confident.
Or he might just be tight enough to where it seems like what he's doing is a quirk.
Right. Yeah.
Could be something like that.
Cool.
So sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. That's a quote.
Yeah.
Wow.
Some
smart guy.
Wow.
Some Mashal type shit, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna disguise what I'm doing as magic. Yeah.
Fucking raw, bro. Hell yeah.
That would be raw as fuck.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So, I mean,
Bang and Bomb, dude. I love that. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Who
right.
I think it's Nick now.
It's Nickham's turn.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna bring up a pick that so this is a One Punch Man character. We're bringing him in the Hero universe, and this is gonna be similar to what we've talked about, but I think we'll have a good discussion about it anyway.
Yeah.
Metal Knight, I think, would be a fantastic character to bring in the Hero universe. So, but I do think we were talking about Boy Emperor, Child Emperor. Sorry, Child Emperor. Sorry. About how he'd be quirkless. I would like to think that Beaufoy Metal Knight would have a quirk of super intelligence.
Yeah. Okay.
Mostly because I want more hero characters.
Has that.
Nezu has that, but he's a rat that just
multiple people.
True.
Yeah, quirks aren't unique like in One Piece or something, right?
Yeah,
so multiple people can have it, and I think we need more characters with super intelligence in hero.
Yeah.
So I would love to see that. Also, bringing back into the fact that he's like a support type character, like as far as we know, he makes weapons, he makes armor, Gundams, missiles, this sort of stuff. It'd be cool to see more characters in hero with that sort of thing. And the thing I think is best about him being brought into hero is that it's ambiguous if he's good or bad. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So many characters in One Punch Man are like, Genos, watch out for that guy. He's not what he seems.
Yeah.
And it'd be so sick to have a character like that in the hero universe. I mean, we have a lot of them, but like have another one, have him be like a mad scientist, but not a mad scientist like genetically like Dr. Eggman, a mad scientist like technologically like Metal Knight or whatever. I think it'd be sick. I'd be super sick.
And one where like people the society look up to him, but like some members of society are like, but we don't know for sure, and some are like diehard fans, and then like even inside of the Hero Association, where you have some heroes that are like, Metal Knight is that guy, and then other ones that are like, I don't know, I heard some things, you know what I mean? Like, so you have like that contention on both sides of audience.
Or he'd be like a Dofi from One Piece, double dipping. Like he has the government contracts and he has the shady back deal contracts with the Yakuza and shit. Yes, and he's giving all tech. He's giving all tech and just funding his own research to making the super tech or whatever.
Yes, dude.
Yeah. It'd be super sick.
And I think it fits really well because like Beaufoy, like it would literally just still be Metal Knight out there doing shit. Like and
then do people know that it's just a robot?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could be another thing too. It's just like, because
he's people in One Punch Man.
I think the higher ups know.
I think nobody does. I think that's the
high tiers. Yeah, I think the high tiers think it's like
the high tiers know.
Yeah. But like, or I think like just like regular people are like Metal Knight. There's a guy in there. You know what I mean? They just assume.
They think it's
probably
like
assume
that. But the high tiers, the high class, and
know
high
that
hero
he's just a motherfucker with a Game Boy. Going crazy. Yeah.
But another thing, Metal Knight in the One Punch Man universe made a lot of tech for the Hero Association. He made the building, he made the shielding, he made the communication system,
the defenses,
the defenses. Wouldn't it be sick to have a character in Hero that did that for the heroes, but was kind of shady?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Because the heroes don't have in Hero, they don't have no fucking giant, fortress,
citadel.
Used to go.
They don't have Avengers Tower or like the Baxter Building.
No.
Or
well, and then like they're dabbling into One Punch Man right now in Hero. Right now, when the villain is doing this shit, like if it was a kind of ambiguous character, you don't really know their motivations or what they're really trying to do. If they did develop the defenses for like the My Hero fucking headquarters, you could really get this thing that they're going into in One Punch Man right now, where like he's maybe associating with the villains, talking about like, what's up? I can shut down this whole joint for you.
Yeah.
What's the price? Like, you know what I'm saying? What you talking about?
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
If you got a sweet offer, I might be willing to work with you type shit.
Dude, plus
you guys are bringing in plot points and shit.
Yeah.
I ain't bring no plot points.
Well, I mean, dude, it's like kind of like on the fly, right? Like you introduce the idea, and then we're like, dude, what about this? What about this?
Everything you guys have said so far, I was like, I'll fuck with that. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, Metal Knight would be so cool to see in the My Hero, and obviously, he would rank in the upper 20s. At least.
Yeah. For sure. I think so.
Top 10.
Top 10. Top 5 even.
He also
but like, does he want to be?
Exactly. Does he want to be so exposed as to be in the top 10? He might be holding it back. You know what I mean?
But the ability of the like he flexes in One Punch Man, so obviously he doesn't mind that.
Yeah.
The ability of the Metal Knight. I think any S-class hero we take from One Punch Man has to be like at least top 15.
Yeah, that's fine.
I agree.
At the very
also,
least, if not top 10.
Right. Also because in One Punch Man,
not my pick, just saying.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But in One Punch Man, Metal Knight is definitely exploiting the Hero Association. You know what I mean? He's an S-class hero. He's getting paid tax dollars to do his research. He would do the exact same thing in the Hero universe and try and get highly ranked and get paid by tax dollars, which we assume is how people get paid in the hero universe or whatever. So
because isn't that a thing in the hero as well? Like the higher your rank, obviously, the more you're getting paid, you're getting more endorsement deals.
I assume so. I don't remember if that's been explicitly
that is how it works, though.
That is true.
Okay.
That is true. Yeah.
That's what I figured.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Incredible pick.
Fuck yeah, dude.
All right.
Yes,
Metal
nice.
Knight. Fuck yeah. All right, Kiko, what you got?
Okay. Like I was saying, I wanted mine to fit well. I don't want mine to be OP, and I do want it to, I don't want it to be a top 5 hero, So who I picked is a class hero. I got Lightning Max, who was mentioned.
Yes.
I love a lot of things about Lightning Max. He's a really good I don't know, 3rd tier character, right? Because he's not he's not Fubuki, right? Like he's not he's not Blizzard. He's not like a 2nd tier character, right? And I'm not talking about strength. I'm talking about like in the story.
Right.
Relevance.
He's very much
Exactly. Relevance. Exactly right. And what you see with Lightning Max, he does a lot of shit that they do in the hero universe, like reconnaissance and like scopes out where he is. Got the fucking telescope. Yeah. He's peeping. He's casing the joint, before he runs in there and tries to fight Sea King. Even though Sea King fucking after images behind him and beats his ass. He was trying to scope him out, like the old, watching fucking Nobunaga and Machi from the roof type shit. But he got spotted, and he's durable enough to be probably at least top 20, but he could be top 10, but because he got punched through like 2 buildings, right? And that's the thing about the hero characters, or the One Punch Man characters, that I didn't want to go because I feel like, man, nobody's even doing any damage to Dark Alloy, right? Like they punch Dark Alloy, that shit don't even work, right? He's too durable,
he's too much.
If Lightning Max is getting punched through 2 buildings and surviving, and is staying conscious and is like, fuck, man, I'm getting my ass beat here. What am I gonna do? Like he can actually still have the wherewithal to think like, damn, I'm losing the fuck out of this battle and I can't win, basically, and he knows it. But so. He also has tech, which again fits hero exactly. He's got like the gunpowder filled fucking Nikes. He's got Nikes too, which was also tight because Hero's got a lot of ill kicks, and the Lightning Max has got SBs on, and they're super fucking sick. And he's got fucking his gunpowder just kicks it out. It turns into lightning somehow, and he does the fucking spin. Bah, kick the shit out of you.
I wonder if he actually skated like as a kid, like if he was like a skateboarder.
He seems like a guy who would, or has soaps, right? He has soaps on the. Soaps are. There were shoes that had grind plates on them back in the day. Yeah.
Wow. Dude, and another thing about Lightning Max, like going into the My Hero Academia world, is that he would be an incredible mentor for Denki, right? So like, like you think about like these characters, you know what I mean? He would be an incredible like that internship would be really cool. And that's another thing that I was trying to think about, like when I was thinking about like One Punch Man characters.
Who does Kaminari intern with? I'm assuming none of us know. I don't even know why I asked. It's just
no. It's something that we could know, but
it's something we could know.
The knowledge exists in reality.
Yeah, but I mean, if you just do Denki's internship, like.
I know, that's what I was trying to do too right now.
Real quick.
Who will find it first?
Wait, there's just numbers associated here. Oh, okay, here we go. Denki. We got to do this. Quick. I can't find it.
There's interning with the Lurkers, which is Ed Shot, Conway Woods, and Mount Lady.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Good job.
Ed Shot.
Yeah, that's a great.
That's a W.
Yeah, that's a huge.
And I wanted to use Ed Shot because Ed Shot is like the coolest fucking hero. I love Ed Shot.
I forgot to bring this up on the Jump Show.
Yeah.
But Noxie.
Yeah. Careful for spoilers.
Hold your L, my guy.
Careful for spoilers here. What are we talking about? What's the L?
Conway Woods is
living.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
You don't be a bitch.
I mean, we already addressed that on the show, but that's fine.
We talked about it. Yeah.
Did we talk about that on the show?
Yeah.
I think
I held the L very
You ain't hold
very confidently.
I held it graciously.
I held it graciously.
I said. Yeah. Forgive me for my many treasons, good sir.
He didn't say.
I definitely did.
I don't remember.
You weren't there. You weren't there.
Terribly.
You weren't there.
Yeah. That's why I remember.
Yeah, but it's all good. But yeah, we definitely did address that, but it's fine. Anyway,
right, let's go.
Yes, absolutely. Lightning Max. Hey. That would be incredible. Does anybody have anything else they want to say about Lightning Max?
No, it's a good pick.
Okay.
Hyper karate's pretty tight. Hyper karate.
Yeah, I was just gonna say his technique at the karate, the kenpo.
Yes.
Tight.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. All right, so it's back on me, and I have obviously to swap. Now I'm doing My Hero Academia to One Punch Man
Contrarian all the time.
So My Hero Academia to One Punch Man universe pick.
I'm glad I didn't get the sip in.
So
I would have spit it.
I think that Cementos would be an incredible pick to go into the One Punch Man universe, bro. Because
top notch,
dude,
Cementos, underrated hero.
Yeah. I think he would fare incredibly. I feel like he would fare incredibly inside of the One Punch Man universe, because I'm just trying to think of like villains that we've seen in One Punch Man that could fuck with Cementos. You know what I'm saying?
Or a different way to say it. The setting in One Punch Man is overwhelmingly urban.
Yes.
Always hero.
Overwhelmingly urban.
In the city with all the cement everywhere.
Yes.
Just
now,
all the
heroes in the city.
Right now in this current arc, he's dominating.
He's
bro.
killing the entire Monster Association from above ground.
Hideout.
Yeah.
He's collapsing the whole fucking hideout on the motherfucker.
Yeah, bro.
It's crazy. Like I was saying that Tatsumaki is just way too OP to bring into the hero universe. But Cementos in the One Punch Man universe is almost Tatsumaki.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Just I'm just gonna do cement things as much as I want, wherever I want, because I'm Cementos, right?
And
he'd be even more OP and
popping motherfuckers.
Yeah, no, it's like
I think if you bring him the One Punch Man universe, he has to have telekinetic control of cement. You know what I mean? He basically does. Yeah. And so just give it the whole thing. You know what I mean? He can move it. He can control it.
He would be broken as a cement hero.
Super broken
in One Punch Man. And it's like, okay, like now think about like what threats he could deal with. Like Elder Centipede. What can Elder Centipede do? That's a completely ground-based threat. Like you have like that. Like the Elder Centipede doesn't fly. You know what I'm saying? Like you just sink the ground. Now his mobility is out the window, and then you just start fucking like feeding him with like liquid cement until he pops out of here.
It's a question of how dense can Cementos can he crush the durability of Elder Centipede?
Right.
That would be the question there.
I'm thinking you just fill him up. You know what I'm saying? We have the pump. You know what I'm saying? We just You know what I mean?
That's terrible, bro.
Yeah, it's terrible. But I mean, that you got to get the job done. Okay. Cementos, hey, where you at, bro? We got Elder Centipede over here. Say less, bro. I'm on my way in this little cement car.
That's like what was happening too in Hero with like fucking Kurogiri or whatever. They all just
Yeah, dude, I feel like Cementos would handle a lot of the fucking threats. Like, could he handle a Sea King?
Yeah.
I feel like he could, but at the same time, it's like
I think he's a Tatsumaki level character.
Dude, it goes back to Kiko's question.
Channeling time.
Does he though? True. Does he have a lot of channeling time? Because
he seems to have some sort of
recently
put his hands down.
He's Edward Elric. He's
all right, sure.
Yeah,
but at the same time.
He doesn't touch it.
Yeah, and we have seen some threats inside of One Punch Man that are like super above supersonic speeds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you could probably get the drop on him before he can cast, but at the same time, it's like throw him. He's definitely S class. He's mid to high S class.
Easy S class, I would say for sure.
Fuck yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's that's all she wrote then for Cementos. I think we're all in agreement that Cementos can do literally anything he wants inside of that urban setting.
Yeah.
And he would be very effective with whatever he did. So absolutely.
Hey, I just want to say, since we're talking about Cementos, I feel like there was a time when we were when there was about to be, man, this is a jump kind of thing, but when they're about to raid, the thing, and I was like, hey, Cementos about to do something here, and people are like, I feel like it was Eagle saying, no, nothing's gonna happen, we're good, and then Cementos splits it.
Yeah, like he was like, what's going on here?
I feel like I called that. Like,
no, it was just that Eagle. It was just that. No, it was that Eagle didn't know where the damage was happening from because it didn't look like Cementos damage. And then it ended up being Cementos damage, but he was confused because it didn't look like it.
Because what it was that like anytime we've gotten Cementos manipulating shit, it like liquefies the cement and like the building just cracked in half. So I was saying this doesn't really look like some shit Cementos did, but
that
like
we've seen before.
He probably took the bedrock underneath and just split the building in two.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so now I want to enter a segment of this episode that I haven't discussed with you guys yet.
Before we get off Cementos, though, I just want to say he's one of those heroes that is like holding the biggest L's, because like my guy looks like Gumby with a top knot.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of Cementos. I love his design. I hate his design. He looks like Gumby.
That's not a bad thing.
Yes, it is.
I think he looks cool as shit. Top Knot Gumby is tight to me. I'm a Gumby fan,
but like
I don't.
He's one of those heroes that just like I always think about that. Like, man, these heroes are these people that whose quirks like severely change the way they look. Like, it's like the Spinner type situation, right? Where like they look fucked up, so people are like, man,
it is kind of hard to digest sometimes.
Cementos got a big L.
Yeah.
Are you ever gonna get like? Do you find somebody else to marry that looks like a cement block too?
No, man. Like it's like the Thing. The Thing is a rock human, and he has a hot ass girlfriend or whatever.
But
you know
she's
what I mean?
blind.
Yeah, she's blind. And so is his face. Yeah, that's true. It's true.
I know it's true.
Oh, Ben, you're a beautiful man. Oh, Ben.
I was trying to say how cool the Thing was, but I mean, not
the Thing is cool. The Thing is
cool.
Why you do my guy like that, bro?
It's a beautiful love story, okay?
Yes, you remember that Family Guy episode?
Cementos finds someone who loves him for who he is.
Yes.
Okay.
A cement Gumby
or a blind chick.
Hey, I just got one thing to say about Gumby. I do. At least, he had the Tupac juice fucking, high top fade cut to the side.
Yeah.
Boom. He was stunting. Gumby was stunting. Don't front on Gumby, man. Like,
oh my god, he totally does have the kid in play, the fucking house party.
You got the 45-degree angle you had to throw on that joint.
The obtuse class act, high top
rhombus,
fade.
Sometimes you want to run with the rhombus,
Holy
what
shit.
The fuck are we doing?
Okay. All right. Going into this next little segment that I wanted to surprise you guys with, right? So we have our picks that we have of characters from My Hero Academia going into the One Punch Man universe. Now, we know that individually they couldn't possibly be characters that could handle a lot of the threats that we've seen, like the Sea King, Garo, Elder Centipede, except for Cementos, I guess.
Boros,
but like Boros, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like
excluding
Boros, like could this combination of My Hero Academia characters that we brought into the One Punch Man universe take down some of the higher tier threats that we've seen in One Punch Man? And I want to have a conversation like, could Tamaki, could Best Jeanist, could Hatsume, and could Cementos take down a Sea King? Now let's take Cementos out because we've already like put him into like could they team up and like take down like a Sea King, for example? Like we could start with the Sea King, so it's almost like a versus battle episode. But like let's talk about how we think that this would go down, and let's remove Cementos because we put him in like high S tier. You know what I mean?
I do think in the setting, Cementos just easily wins. He just takes the cement and encircles Sea King, done over.
Right. But let's take Tamaki, Hatsume, and Best Jeanist and put him up against Sea King. Do you guys think that they got him?
It depends how much scaling we're giving them, because Hatsume, like we talked about, scaling to like a child emperor type level. Like, could she like construct devices to make her that high level? If I was going to say,
now look at Genos. Look at Genos's performance against Sea King, and you can kind of equate what like a max potential Hatsume would look like. Genos got stepped on. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
so
you're right.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Don't even.
Sea King got the cape on.
Genus. Yeah, he does have the cape on. But look, even though Sea King has the cape on,
Genus W.
But Sea King has the cape on, right? But like I feel like Sea King is competent enough and strong enough to where he would notice a piece of fabric his own piece of fabric starting to hurt him, and just lose it, rip it off, get it out of here.
You don't lose it. It's going.
It's around the neck. It's around the neck.
It's already solid.
Yeah. So does Best Jeanist have the fabrokinesis ability to make that piece of fabric strong enough to hurt the Sea King, because it's still just fabric. So that this is Best Jeanist' ability to weaponize the fabric versus the durability of the Sea King.
Didn't he kind of hem up a couple Nomus with that threads?
Wait, what?
I was saying, didn't Best Jeanist kind of hem up some Nomu with the threads? You know, like how strong a thread? Like, well, you know, he held strong ass Nomu in place kind of with that, didn't he? I thought during, maybe not. I'm not.
I don't remember.
I hem him up with the cape, and Tamaki can finna come through.
I'm trying
with the
to think of a feat.
Swordfish strike.
I'm trying to think of like a feat, you know, a thread strength feat that we've seen. I mean, he fought one for all.
All for one.
Or all for one.
And all he did was just move people out of the way of his like attack. And then all for one was like, you were kind of tight for that. Boom, and then he was out of here. Yeah. He didn't do anything to all for one.
We had the scene where Best Jeanist was all beat up and shit, and all for one was like, yo, like, you're cold with this quirk. Like, you're one of these people who he commended him.
He commended him because in the split second
he was like,
where
your
he was
quirk
attacking
is not that
with
cold.
Yeah.
But you do a lot with it.
Right. All for one sent a huge blast wave down that was going to evaporate like 15 to 20 people, and Best Jeanist in a split second analyzed the situation and used his ability to pull everyone by their clothes out of the way of the blast, and then he took the damage. And then all for one came up to him and was like, your quick thinking in that situation shows your prowess with your quirk, and you're tight for that. But like, he didn't do anything to all for one. Like he didn't do a speck of damage.
He didn't do another, but he was like, I thought it was implied that they had kind of been going for at least a second.
No,
like maybe.
Hell no. He specifically says in specific dialogue, you got these people out of harm's way in a way that I didn't think you would be able to. Your reaction time, your quick thinking, you are clearly meant to be in the hero position that you're in because of your capabilities with the quirk you have. Normally, I wouldn't think that your quirk is all that tight, but you used it in a way that surprised me. So you have my acknowledgement.
I would have to read it again. Yeah. I definitely remember you have my acknowledgement. I don't remember the
actual specific dialogue of why he was commended.
Yeah.
I recently have read that, so that's why I'm confident in that degree. But yeah, I don't know, dude. I honestly, me personally, I'm the one asking the question. I do think that a combined effort could take down the Sea King, because if we're putting like, Sea King was very strong in 1v1 situations, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Against really strong characters like Genos. Yeah, right. Genos lost because, one, he took 90% of his damage trying to protect someone else, which Sea King will still try to, you know,
exploit that situation.
You know what I'm saying? But it's still a 3v1, right? So if you're scaling Hatsume up to max potential to reach Genos levels, and you have the support of Tamaki, and you have the support of Best Jeanist, I think they pull the W on Sea King eventually. I feel like it's a high diff fight, though. Maybe even extreme diff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But like, it'd be brutal. It'd be very brutal, because that was a very brutal arc with that Sea King.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then you put all three of them up against like an Elder Centipede, or even like a Garo, like post Monster Cell Garo.
Oh, that's too much.
No, not like max potential Garo, but like right after he eats the monster cells. And I mean, I'm sure it's still the same kind of like Garo that will eventually rise to the occasion and beat anybody, but with monster cells. So I feel like that still might be a little bit too much. But like you can definitely find a version of Garo that makes the fight interesting without it being a wash in either direction. Because I feel like I feel like they're whooping them before monster cells.
Man, it's so hard, man.
He's got all types of clothes on. He's got all types of clothes on.
He'll rip all them joints off, bro.
Yeah, he'll go butt ass and just go crazy.
Garo is just not, man. Garo's a G, man.
I can see Garo going butt ass and doing the damn thing.
Garo is one of my favorite like villains.
Yeah, me too. Wow. Me too.
He's just such a G. It's hard to give like a post Monster Cell Garo L against him.
That's where you go.
Yes.
Right.
Balls out.
Flowing wiener rock smashing dick.
right. I feel like it's time to wrap it up tonight.
All right. Last question. Okay, now let's do the reverse, right? Let's take the One Punch Man characters that we brought over into the My Hero Academia universe, and let's put them against some of the top tier villains that we've seen, like the USJ Nomu, Giganto Machia, the Hooded Nomu, and this new version of Shigaraki. Or for the anime only people, let's just do all for one. You know what I'm saying?
I think Bang and Bomb are fucking up Giganto Machia.
Man,
they win.
I think so too.
Yeah, just by themselves.
Just because their quirk is like just destroyed.
They're too good together. They're too good together.
Yeah.
Sure.
And when you look at a character like when you look at a villain that they've all, and granted all the S-class heroes were there, but M.A.N.G.A, you know what I'm saying, is very reminiscent. He's the one that was like shape-shifting and regenerating and had the cores that they had to destroy. That's very reminiscent of the Hooded Nomu, the USJ Nomu. You know what I'm saying? And Bang, Bang performed well against M.A.N.G.A, but like it wasn't until Atomic Samurai and like whatnot, like they came in and dealt the finishing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Bang got fucked up. Bang got.
For some reason, I thought you said Bomb.
Yeah, but Bomb wasn't there.
Like,
Bomb wasn't there.
Bomb wasn't even there.
Yeah, Bomb wasn't there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and it is kind of a dynamic duo type situation. That's the Eagles posing here. But and Atomic Samurai, it was meant for that. To be fair,
100%.
That's his.
He was supposed to be the deciding factor
or Bomb, one of the two in the situation.
Yeah, so let's just let's choose one. Let's choose.
Let's just put Bang.
Yeah, let's choose Bang. Right.
Yeah,
So Bang, Child Emperor, Lightning Max. And
I mean, I said Metal Knight, but like I don't know.
Metal Knight.
We'll say Metal Knight is playing
and Metal Knight are waxing the fucking hero universe probably. Other than fucking All for One, actually. If we're saying All for One,
so let's put them up against
Machia, yes.
Yeah, so let's put them up against
the
All
fuck
for
out
One.
of Giganto.
Right. So like All for One, I feel like would be a crazy situation because it's like
so hard without that many feats, even though we know we can imply feats, right? By what we've seen, and quirk accumulation.
Could they beat All Might?
All Might's so hard, but it feels like. Well, let's see. Think about it. What's All Might's biggest feat? The problem with All Might's biggest feat and punching Kamino City down, basically, is his biggest feat.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is that's still like a 60% All Might, right? That's not 100% All Might, right?
Sure,
like that's not the best All Might ever. You never get to see full power All Might. He's been mortally wounded and has been dealing with
by All for One. In his prime, in All Might in his prime was mortally wounded.
But All Might punched the fucking face off to Mr. Potato.
We know what happened. Don't play. He provoked him and made him do something stupid so that he could get a cheeky shot off.
But regardless, All Might, one punch, he could obliterate a Gundam like pretty easily. You know what I mean? If he can punch down a city block,
if you can change the atmosphere, if you can create tornadoes, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a pretty big deal.
Right.
So Metal Knight, Knights, and Child Emperor don't really pose any threat to All Might.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's that All Might, All for One, and now Shigaraki are just different beings. Deku's supposed to get there. Yeah, and Deku's supposed to get here, and that's always kind of been like the thing that kind of like just is tough for me a little bit with Hero because they feel so much higher than everybody else.
Yeah,
that like it's
so
crazy to think that they could beat those guys.
Yeah, if anyone's the most aware of that gap in strength, it's the author, and he's going to have the answers for it. But as of right now. Yes, it is very hard to picture that gap closing.
Exactly.
But that's the journey that we're here for, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we want to see.
We can get there. We can definitely get there for sure.
Right.
Definitely.
But I don't know, man.
But so I mean, if we're saying All for One, then no. Yeah. Like to me, it's hard because especially so Shigaraki, man, I don't know how spoilery I want to get, but like he has superhuman strength. He has superhuman. He can jump. I mean, he can jump. He's really strong now. That's not super spoilery, right?
But at the same time, we still know.
All for One have that.
Yeah, and at the same time, we have the destruction quirk that we've always known him to have. You know what I'm saying? So like, let's just take.
It's really hard to fight
the raw strength.
Decay. Yeah,
right.
Even the raw strength has been juxtaposed. Like for All for One. They said like he's just as strong, You know, he's got
so
that raw
All
strength,
for One is just as strong as Shigaraki is now. Right, like he could jump from fucking city to city, basically, or whatever the fuck.
I think
if he had the quirk,
using a combination of muscle, you know, density quirks or whatever the fuck he's got.
Fair.
But
then these guys ain't fucking with all no body.
Yeah, no, I think
All for One's gonna be doing those like fucking like crazy like zigzag fucking spikes that and they're done. Like they're out of here.
I agree. I think I agree. Yeah, because
whatever those fucking beams were, like
Moonfish, right? Moonfish's quirk, right?
The tooth, like a
tooth.
Razor blade, moving thing.
I think his name was Moonfish. That villain. Yeah,
Moonfish. That is right.
Quirk.
He doesn't.
I thought he had some quirk like that, right? Like he was using some kind of projectile stabby thing.
Yeah, he had some kind of for sure. I don't know if it was necessarily Moonfish's, but
doesn't matter whose it was, but definitely that quirk exists. He could have.
But yes, Moonfish is the one I'm exactly thinking of. Where that shit, you can't get away. It's just teeth coming out. You know, like
Bakugo was fighting him, right?
Yes. No. Tokoyami fought Moonfish.
Tokoyami came in and watched him at the end. But
but originally, yes, Moonfish was fighting Bakugo and Giant Hands
because
chick. Big Fist. Big Fist was fighting the dude with the gas and the gun.
Kendo
was fighting the dude with the gas mask and the fucking 9.
Yeah.
He just had a gun. he paralyzed you and then pulled out the strap. Yeah, like that was
because he's bad at aiming. Like,
I don't know. Just I think it was just like you're paralyzed. You can't move. I could easily shoot you. Yeah, which was like a time in My Hero Academia where I was like, I was not expecting this kind of villain where they had a quirk that like wasn't like
just up the blicky.
All of a sudden just you know what I'm saying? Like he pulled the fucking like I was like,
guns make a lot of sense in the hero world. Like if you shoot Hawks, he's gonna die. Like and Hawks is just flying his ass up in the air, you take it.
Duck Hunt.
Hawks is done, right?
Wow. What if it went into like 64-bit like
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
We're having too much fun.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I think that was a good conversation. I think that we can wrap.
I think
it up.
so. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. So swapping.
We'll do another one.
Yes, and this is one that could very easily come back to a part 2 because I have a lot more examples, but we don't want to really go too long on time on the tie-in episode. But this has been an incredible conversation.
Well, if we want, we could really do ones that work less well together. Like, this is obviously one that compares really well.
It could be another episode.
Yeah, we can do some shit that's off the wall and try and do some other
like we can either come back with like really strong picks, or we can do a second. Yeah.
My true pick, Moomin Rider. You know, Moomin Rider's gonna wash fucking the hero universe, bro. Moomin Rider's gonna come in and just run over Shigaraki with the bike, and he's out of it.
If you don't know how tight the bike is, read the manga for One Punch Man, because that bike is some shit.
He do got a bike though.
He do got a bike though. But yes, okay. Swapping My Hero Academia and One Punch Man characters. If you guys have any like really cool ideas for, you know, this topic basically that have come to mind as you've watched this, feel free to drop them down in the comment section. Let us know what you think of our picks. Let us know if you want us to revisit this topic sooner than we organically decide to. Let us know if you had fun with this one. This was a great conversation. I had a lot of fun. I had fun. Yeah, this was
one I think could work really well. Actually, One Piece and Hero. Sorry to derail it, but yeah. Paramecia fruits.
I guess that's for the people watching. Throw in the comments.
For the future.
Yeah.
What sort of mashups?
What kind of universes?
If you like this mashup,
yes.
Yeah.
What would you like to see?
Any mashups.
Yes,
you know?
Absolutely. And if it's cool with Eagle, I would like to wrap up the episode.
All right, great. Wait, I want to talk about Bofoy again. I'm not done. Bofoy Metal Knight, you remember him? Remember that guy? No, I'm done.
All right. Anyway, this has been Tangential Tie-Ins. Visit the link tree down below to see us on all of our other audio only platforms like Spotify and Apple if you want to listen to us audio only. Visit the link tree so you can see us on all of our individual social media accounts like Twitter and whatnot. Also our other online communities like Discord. We just had a giveaway inside of Discord, so if you're not a member of the Discord, I would definitely say join it because we're constantly doing community events like that. And it's just a lot of fun in there anyway, as far as like weekly Shonen Jump conversations and just regular anime weeb talk goes in general. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. what have you, and ways to donate to the Project Manga podcast if you feel so inclined will also be found down in the description as well. But that is going to do it for this episode of the tie-in series. I'm Noxie.
I'm Kiko. Peace, bro.
Eagle.
And Nickums, thank you.
We'll catch y'all next time.